Good day, viewers. Today we are coming to you live from the Billie Jean King Tennis Cup in Windhoek Central at the Central Tennis Courts. So today we have Morocco and Kenya, a true nail-biter of a game because the team that wins this match gets promoted to the Europe-Africa Group 2. Stay tuned to make sure you don't miss any of the tennis action.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Billie Jean King Cup. We are currently live on NTV. Where you can also find us is on DSTV on channel 285 and on GoTV channel 25. My name is Dantago Gavanap and I am the commentator for these games. Today we have the matchup between Tunisia and Namibia. Shortly on the way, we'll have the interview from the Madagascar player.
Joining us is the Madagascar's player, Mio. Mio, congratulations on the win there against Nigeria, 2-1. What did you make of the team's performance today?
So first of all, we're very happy of the performance we gave today. It was like a tough match. The first and the second match was all tough. But I think we managed to do great under pressure, so that's what made the difference in the singles. And unfortunately, we lost in the doubles, but it was just like short plays, like it wasn't big, like a big gap. So we still we can do better next time, and they were better today, so that's just what made the difference.
Okay, Mio, this is your last match in the competition. How did you find the overall competition?
Honestly, it was great. Some disappointment, obviously, on the loss sometimes, but overall, it was good. Namibia was great to us. The team I'm with is so good. I like the environment. It's hot, but sometimes it's so cold and so windy. So I don't know, but overall, it was great.
Okay, now Mio, thank you so much for your time and congratulations on the win once again.
Thank you.
All right.
Shortly, we'll go for a short ad break whilst the players are warming up.
Welcome to the Business 7 Show, Namibia's primary economic analysis program. My name is Sohane Klache, and we bring you in-depth news covering the main aspects of Namibia's economy, plus interviews of key economic individuals that make the key policy decisions that shape our nation's future. Join us on Business 7 every week as we unpack what is important to our nation and what drives its economy.
Well, viewers, just to let you guys know, if you guys love sports, if you guys want to know about what's happening in local sports around Namibia, be it the Brave Gladiators, the Brave Warriors, rugby, Sports Wrap is the show that will be bringing you all these updates. Sports Wrap is a local and international sports show that airs daily on DSTV. And on this show, we're bringing you updates on local sports and international sports, keeping you updated with what's happening with sports in Namibia.
Hey everyone, you can catch Chill Sessions every Saturday on NTV at 7 p.m. Chill Sessions is the show where we take you in and around the country, counting down the trending music videos for the week you don't want to miss out.
Real Goeiedag mensen.
And welcome to Generation C,
where we dive into culture, creation, and connection with our school community.
I'm Kopika Setunya.
Ek is Carla Baines. Ek is Anna Smith.
My name is Eden Lowe.
I'm Patience.
And let's take a closer look at what makes our school so special.
Out on a one-pager in the Republican, the Namibian Sun and AZ.
And My Zone Socials on channel 285 on DSTV and channel 25 on GoTV. That's a wrap from us today from Rosalia Hambo and that's Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, the match is on the way. We have Morocco versus Kenya. Representing Morocco, we have Malek Al-Almi. Representing Kenya, we have Melissa Njala Umkwa. Kenya has won the toss and elected to serve. What Kenya seems to be off to a good start. This is bound to be a very competitive match between Kenya and Morocco. Both players are known to be very aggressive players. Just an update on the matches ongoing currently. We have Tunisia versus Namibia on court 3. On center court, we have Morocco versus Kenya. On court 8, we have Burundi versus Algeria. And on court 7, we have Nigeria versus Zimbabwe. At this point, I would like to welcome all our viewers to the Billie Jean King Cup, whereby Namibia is the host nation. These games are currently being played at the Central Tennis Club of Windhoek. My name is Danteko Kavanap, and I will be your commentator throughout this match. The matchup between Morocco and Kenya is deemed to be very entertaining. It's already off to an excellent start. This game will have a lot of emotions. There will be a ton of cheers from the crowd, as this is an important game. This game will determine the standings between the first, second, and third. The Billie Jean King Cup is a professional event, and therefore there are officials such as linesmen and women, ball persons, as well as a chair umpire. On the same note, the Billie Jean King Cup is a team event, and therefore coaches or team captains are allowed to sit on court. This will give the ability for coaches to coach or motivate their players during changeovers. a little background information about Billie Jean King. Billie Jean King is a former American tennis player and one of the most influential figures in sports history. She won 39 Grand Slam titles, including 12 singles, 16 doubles, and 11 mixed doubles, and was a trailblazer for gender equality. Billie Jean King's Grand Slam record. Billie Jean King made her Grand Slam debut at the US Championships in 1959 at the age of 15 and won her first major title in the ladies doubles and Wimbledon with Karen Henson 2 years later. As we can hear, the crowds are already going wild. This is a very important match as it was as they are currently fighting for first and second position. Tensions are already flying high. This is going to be a very entertaining match. Both players are known to be very aggressive, have a very aggressive style of play. The rallies are going to be very competitive. There's going to be a great exchange of quality shots between the two. We have Malek Al Alim representing Madagascar, Morocco serving. A very enthusiastic crowd behind the Kenyan team. According to the playoffs, I wish to take the time to give a bit of feedback or an update. For positions 10th to 12th position, we have Algeria at 10th position, Burundi at 11, and Uganda at 12th position. Competing for positions 7th to 9th, we currently have Tunisia at 7, Namibia at 8, and Ghana at the 9th position currently. Competing for positions 4th to 6th, currently we have Zimbabwe at 4th position, Madagascar at 5th, and Nigeria at 6th position. And finally, fighting for first, second, and third, we currently have Kenya at first position, Morocco at second position, and Botswana at third position. As we can hear, the crowds are very enthusiastic. It's only the second game and already it sounds like we're in the third set. Quite the exchange from the players. However, Kenya was able to edge in front. Kenya was able to claim the first break of the match. The scores are now 2-0 in favor of Kenya. What a start from Team Kenya. The cheers that you are hearing are coming from the Kenyan corner. We have quite the match on the way. Quite the vigorous serving style from Melissa. An unfortunate unforced error there by Melissa. Tensions are flying high. It's important to know that these players representing their country are of the best, the most talented. At this point, I wish to comment on all the nations participating in these games. We have Algeria, Botswana, Burundi, Ghana, Kenya, Madagascar, Morocco, Namibia, Nigeria, Tunisia, Uganda, and finally we have Botswana. All these countries brought the best of the best from their countries to represent during these games. Such quality play we have. What a drop shot from Malak. A bit of a stumble, but Melissa seems to be okay. She got back up on her feet immediately. Such passion. According to the world records, as of 14th April 2025, Morocco is ranked 73 and Kenya is ranked 88. What a second serve. An unfortunate unforced error from Team Kenya. Morocco is finally on the scoring board. The scores are currently 2-1 in favor of Kenya. Once again, I would like to explain that this is a team event and therefore coaches are allowed to sit on court alongside their players. This is to allow for additional coaching during changeovers, any sense of motivation, any pointers, or just to keep the players' belief alive from the coaches. To keep their heads up during this emotional roller coaster they must be facing. Now we have Team Kenya simply motivating his player. Once again, it's important to note that the Billie Jean King Cup is a professional event, and therefore there are officials such as linespersons, ball persons, as well as a chair umpire to help conduct these games. We now have Morocco to serve. An unfortunate miss. However, Team Morocco continues to be aggressive, sticking to their game plan, moving the ball very well, sticking to being aggressive during rallies, not choosing to be passive at all. It's it'll be it'll be fascinating to see how these players are able to control their emotions, to bottle up everything, and to remain composed, focused during points. The crowds are enthusiastic. I must add that the weather is amazing. Sun is out, barely any wind. A good serve from Malak. This is a best out of 3 tiebreak set. The ball seemed to creep in there. Morocco seems to be saving 3. Morocco at the moment already saved 2 break points. The scores are now 30-40. Morocco is still facing a break point. Kenya is able to break. The crowds are going wild. This is quite the scenes we have here on the center court at the CTC at the Billie Jean King Cup. What an amazing atmosphere. This is what teamship is about. Moments like this are moments players live for, to represent their country at the highest level. Such an honor. What a second serve there by Melissa. At the moment, Kenya is making it extremely difficult for Morocco to get a foothold in this match. Cheers from any mistake from the Morocco side, any point won from Kenya. You will hear the cheers from the fellow countryman, Oman. The momentum is surely in favor of Kenya at the moment. Kenya seems to be in control of this match. The scores are currently 4-1 to Kenya. What amazing scenes we have right now. An update on the scores on court 3, the matchup between Tunisia and Namibia. Tunisia is leading 3-2. On court 8, the matchup between Burundi and Algeria. Algeria is leading 6-love, 3-0. And the match on court 7, we have Nigeria versus Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe is showing their dominance, whereby the score is 4-1. Some history of the Billie Jean King Cup. The Billie Jean King Cup, formerly known as the Federation Cup and Fed Cup, was launched in 1963 to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the International Tennis Federation. It's important to understand the concept of why these games were first established. The idea of the competition can be tracked back to 1919 when Miss Hazel Hochtman came up with the concept for an all-women's team event. When this was first rejected, she instead presented a trophy in 1923 for an annual contest between USA and Great Britain, who were at the time the strongest tennis playing nations. Miss Nell Hopman, wife of the legendary Australian Davis Cup captain Harry Hopman, later took up Wickman's original idea. In 1962, when a British resident of USA, Mary Handwick, presented a dossier proving that the support for such an event was overwhelming, the ITF was persuaded to organize a team championships played over 1 week in a different venue each year. It had taken over 40 years for Wickman's concept of a women's version of Davis Cup to finally become a reality. The ITF, the world governing body of tennis, launched the Federation Cup in 1963 to celebrate the organization's 50th anniversary. Open to all nations, not just US and Great Britain, the much-awaited competition became a resounding success. We're back to center court. Where we have this top tier matchup between Morocco and Kenya. You could basically call this the finals. The final showdown between the two pairs. Both players are playing extremely well. What a return, I must say, there from Melissa. Able to return it deep in the court. What a serve What combination play. What intelligent play from Malak. Showing her might. Able to block out the crowd. Remaining focused. Such a talented young player. Morocco was able to hold. What a strong hold that was, keeping her in this match. As I mentioned, she's able to block out all the noise. She is truly locked in. Such impressive play from Team Morocco. We now have Melissa to serve at 4-2. A double fault to start off the game. Slightly out there from Melissa. A very patient rally from both players, keeping the ball central. Is this Morocco's moment to get back in this match? First serve for Team Kenya. Once again, a first serve for Team Kenya. Melissa is able to remain calm, however, still trying her best to stick to the game plan, keeping the ball deep. What a winner there from Melissa. Morocco presented a short ball, and Melissa made no mess of it. Scores are now 30-all. Such aggressive play. What a second serve to set up the point. Such intelligent play. A very talented player indeed. And we are back to deuce. Now it's a matter of who will be more brave, who will be more fearful during these pressureful moments. As tensions grow higher and higher. Very deeply. At the moment, Team Morocco is just trying to keep the ball in play, trying to limit their mistakes, make sure that Team Kenya hits one extra ball every single time. And there we have it. Team Morocco was able to get the break. We are back on serve, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on serve. What a match we have on the way. Players are playing exceptionally well. This is a world-class performance from both players. We now have Malek to serve. She's done so well to get back in this match. Will she be able to maintain that focus? Kenya with a short ball, forcing the error from her opponent. Malak seems to be struggling with her first serve. A bit of change in strategy. Malak is using more of the forehand slice, trying to keep the ball low. A bit of pressure on Team Morocco. What a serve there from Malak. She needs a first serve here. Is she able to find a first serve? And yes, she is. What a first serve there from Malak. Is she able to find yet another first serve? So much focus required during these pressure moments. Once again, making use of the forehand slice. With such a malicious drop from Team Morocco. If Morocco is able to hold serve here, the pressure is back on Team Kenya. Oh, how the momentum is starting to shift in favor of Team Morocco. Once again, such an enthusiastic crowd. This is truly uncovering to be a clash of titans. They are going pound for pound. Excellent play from both players. A very entertaining game. What combination play. Down the line, down the T serve with an inside out. Down the line, forehand winner from Malak. She means business, ladies and gentlemen. She truly does. Well played there from Malak. Seeing the opportunities, seeing the pockets, seeing the space. It's one thing to see all of this, but it's another to be able to execute it with perfection. These girls, these players surely mean business. What a hold there from Team Morocco. The pressure is back on Team Kenya. Oh, how the momentum has shifted. Morocco being 4-1 down, but somehow kept the belief, kept the hope alive. The scores are now tied at center court. The crowds are going wild. The tennis is at a world-class level. What a forehand winner from Malak. What a time to come up with something that brilliant. A bit of information, a correction occurs when the umpire overrules the line umpire. What confidence? What confident play from Team Morocco. Morocco making use of that slice. However, Team Kenya was able to counter it with an amazing passing shot. A first serve was needed from Team Kenya, and she was able to find it. Slightly out there from Melissa. The question now stands, is Morocco able to break now and potentially serve for the set? Morocco tried to go for it, Unfortunately, the ball was just long. There's a sense of confidence between these two players. What an exchange. What a passing shot. Creative play from Team Morocco. This game is truly nothing short of entertaining. We have the players playing exceptionally well. We have the crowds cheering on their players. An unfortunate end to such a lovely game. Morocco was able to come back from 4-1. Morocco is now leading 5-4 in this tie. What a turnaround to this match. This is what tennis is about. It's never over. At any point, things can change. Kenya was leading comfortably. However, something just sparked Morocco's drive, and they kept pushing, kept the belief alive. And now they are currently leading 5-4. What a first serve we have. I would just like to take this time to welcome all the viewers, everyone who tuned in. Thank you. My name is Dan Tago Kavanab, and I am your commentator for these games. We are currently at the Billie Jean King Cup, hosted by Namibia, at the Central Tennis Courts of Windhoek. What a start to the game from Team Morocco. Malak is truly showing her might. Team Morocco is playing very intelligently, not doing too much at the moment, simply playing a passive game, controlling the call. A bit of additional information. The Billie Jean King Cup is a professional event, and therefore there will be ball change at after a certain amount of games. The ball was called out. Team Morocco with 2 set points. Defensive play from Team. Unfortunately, it goes in favor of Team Morocco. Quite the performance from Malak, being 4-1 down, able to find a way to edge just a bit over Team Kenya. What a set that was. Both players played at a world-class level. It's important to note that the Billie Jean King Cup is a team event, and therefore coaches are allowed, coaches as well as team captains are allowed to be on court alongside their players. This is to allow for coaching during changeovers. Coaches are able to advise their players, motivate them, encourage them, ensure that they keep the belief alive. The second set is about to commence. We have Team Morocco with an explosive exit from the chairs. She means business. We have Melissa to start off the set. Quite a start to the game. A wide serve leading to a down the line forehand winner. A very deep return from Malak, forcing the error from Melissa. it seems like Team Morocco has changed their game plan to a more consistent, patient game plan. Making sure they keep the balls in play, forcing the errors from Team Kenya. Very intelligent play, as it seems that Team Kenya enjoys when the ball comes at a faster pace. However, she seems to struggle when the balls do come more centrally. An update on Court 3, where we have the matchup between Tunisia and Namibia. The scores are currently 7-6 to Tunisia in the first set. Some information about tennis. Tennis is a racket sport that is played either individually against a single opponent, singles, or between two teams of two players each, which is doubles. Each player uses a tennis racket strung with a cord to strike a hollow rubber ball covered with felt over or around a net and into the opponent's court. The objective is to maneuver the ball in such a way that the opponent is not able to play a valid return. If the player is unable to return the ball successfully, the opponent scores a point. What a first serve there from Malek. She was able to slice it wide, making it almost impossible for her opponent to return. A very intense game. Two double faults in a row from Team Morocco. A good serve there from Malek, allowing for the unforced error from Kenya. Question is she able to hit another first serve here? She was able to find a first serve. Well done, Malek. What a strong hold from Team Morocco. An unforced error there from Melissa. Emotions seem to be blowing over. A very tight game. Once again, it's clear to see that Malek is just trying to get the ball back in play. However, the continuous attack from Melissa is causing difficulties. A bit of information on the scoring. Game, set, and match. A game consists of a sequence of points played with the same player serving. A game is won by the first player to have won at least 4 points in total and at least 2 points more than the opponent. What a hold there from Team Kenya, sticking in this match. The running score of each game is described in a manner particular into tennis. Scores from 0 to 3 points are described as love, 15, 30, 40, respectively. If at least 3 points have been scored by each player, making the player's score equal at 40 apiece, the score is not called out as 40-40, but as deuce. If at least 3 points have been scored by each side and a player has one more point than the opponent, the score of the game is advantage. The player in the lead. During informal games, advantage can also be called add in or van in when serving when the serving player is ahead, or add out or van out when the receiving player is ahead. Alternatively, either player may simply call out my ad or your ad. What a good start we have from Malek. This is quite the exchange from the players. However, the ball fell out there from Team Kenya. Once again, I wish to update on scores on the relevant courts. On court 3, we have Tunisia versus Namibia, whereby Tunisia took the first set 7-6, and Namibia is currently leading in the second set 2-1. On court 8, we have Burundi and Algeria, whereby Algeria is leading 4-1. The tie between Burundi and Algeria. This is the second match. Algeria won the first match. So the score is currently 1-0. Well played there from Malek. Constructed that point ever so beautifully. Things seem to be falling apart for Team Kenya after their start to the first set. However, things are looking very, very shaky at the moment. The momentum has shifted in favor of Team Morocco. Morocco was able to break Kenya once again. The scores are now currently 4-1. Once again, it's important to note that the Billie Jean King Cup is a professional event, and therefore there are ball persons, line umpires, as well as a chair umpire there to help conduct these games. Malek with the explosive exit from the chair. She seems very focused, very in tune with this match. She was able to block out all the noise. What intelligent play from Malek. She isn't hitting through the ball, but she is playing with some sort of intelligence. Her strategy has changed. Good play from Team Morocco. Quite the exchange between the players. However, Melissa was able to come out on top of that rally. What a rally. Careful play from both players. However, Melissa was able to execute that running winner. Players are playing very well, ladies and gentlemen. This is what tennis is about. These nervy moments, bring out the best out of every player. Moving the ball well. Now Morocco is facing 2 break points. Malek needs a first serve. Kenya was able to break back. The scores are now 4-2. Kenya isn't out of this match just yet. It is quite clear that Kenya still has a lot of fight left. Malek seems to be using that forehand slice more and more now. Unlucky there from Melissa as Malek was running in the opposite direction. Will Malek be able to break yet again? This has been quite an entertaining match thus far. Malek has been making use of this forehand slice more and more, but it seems as if Melissa is starting to read it. Melissa was moving the ball very well, side to side, making her opponent work. It's what a rally from both players. It seems as if Kenya is the one to make that comeback in the set. Busy coming back from 4-1. Once again, I would like to take this moment to reintroduce myself. My name is Dantako Gavanab, and I am your commentator for these games. We're currently watching the match up between Morocco and Kenya at the Billie Jean King Cup in Windhoek, Namibia. As Namibia is the host nation for these games. The Billie Jean King Cup is an all-women's team event. It is also recognized as a professional tennis event. So therefore, there are lines umpire as well as ball persons and an umpire on court to help conduct these matches. An excellent passing shot from Melissa. The ball seemed to clip the line. Here's a bit of an update on the scores on the other ongoing matches. On court 3, we have Tunisia versus Namibia. Tunisia took the first set 7-6. However, Namibia is showing some sense of resilience as the score in the second set is 5-2 to Namibia. On court 8, the second match is on the way for Burundi versus Algeria, where Algeria won the first match. In terms of the second tie, Algeria is leading 6-1, 3-love. On court 7, we have Nigeria versus Zimbabwe. The second match is yet to commence. However, Zimbabwe won the first tie, so the score is 1-0 in favor of Zimbabwe. At this time, I wish to update on the standings according to the playoffs. Competing for positions 10th to 12, we have Algeria at 10, Burundi at 11, and Uganda at 12th position currently. Playing for positions 7th to 9th, we have Tunisia at 7th, Namibia at 8th, and Ghana at ninth. And then we have both competing for positions 4th to 6th. We have Zimbabwe at 4th, Madagascar currently at 5, and Nigeria at 6th position. And then we have competing for positions 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. We have Kenya still at 1st, Morocco at 2nd, and Botswana at 3rd position. However, these positions may change at any moment according to the outcome of today's matches. So it is important to stay tuned. However, if you wish to follow on the website, you may go to www.billiejeankingcup.com. We are currently live at NTV. If you wish to follow us on DSTV, you can go to channel 258 or on GoTV channel 25. The scores are currently 5-3 in the second set for Morocco. What competitive play from Malek. Nothing seems to be stopping her. She remains to be aggressive. Tensions seem to be growing for Team Kenya. What a first serve we had from Team Kenya. Such good defensive skills from Morocco. However, Kenya was able to execute the volley winner ever so beautifully. Tensions seem to be looming. However, Melissa still has the belief. Very passive play from Malak, allowing for all the attack from Melissa. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Kenya is facing their first match point. Is Malak able to close off the match here? Nerves of steel from Melissa. Nerves of steel, I tell you. Match point down, but still she was able to find that inside out winner. Wow. Great hustle from Melissa. Her willingness to run every ball down just shows how much passion she has. She's truly fighting, not only for herself, but for her country. Such inspiring tennis. Match point yet again. And there we have it, ladies and gentlemen. Game, set, match. What a performance from both players. That is 1-0 for Morocco in this tie. Such impressive playing from both players. Ladies and gentlemen, just an update on the scores. Ish. At this moment, I wish to so after 20 minutes we will have the second match between Morocco and Kenya, and then thereafter we will have the doubles matchup. Once again, I would like to thank all our viewers for tuning in. Shortly we'll have the interview from the Kenyan player, the Kenyan #1 player. She is next to play. Maybe she can turn things around during this tie and get a win for her country. But we'll have her interview shortly.
Joining us is Kenya's #1 player, Angela Okutoi. Angela, how have you been finding the competition so far?
I've been great. I'm enjoying the tournament. The tournament is really competitive, and I'm just happy that we're all getting competitive matches, and not any match is not easy in this tournament. So I'm just glad that I'm getting the matches that I need, and my team is actually pulling it through, and we are fighting for each and every match.
Okay, Kenya has won all their matches so far and now headed into the playoffs where they'll be going up against Morocco and Botswana. How are you feeling about that?
We feel great. We're happy to be there because that's where we belong, and we're just gonna take each opponent and each match one at a time, and we're gonna try to like get to the promotional and to qualify. But other than that, we're just trying to enjoy every moment and and try to fight for each and every match. Yeah, but we are happy to be where we are now.
From the heart of the continent to its farthest horizons, Africa awakens with stories that shape our world. This is Africa Good Morning, your window into the pulse of a dynamic continent. I'm Ashwin Berry, here to deliver the latest news, sharp insights, and the vibrant spirit of Africa. Every weekday, we dive into the headlines, uncover untold stories, and spotlight the people driving change. Plus, stay ahead with daily weather forecasts and economic updates to navigate your week with confidence. With direct coverage from our correspondents on the ground, we bring you in-depth access to Africa's beating heart. Mondays, Mike Situla reports from Zambia.
Africa, good morning.
Tuesdays, Talent Gore covers Zimbabwe.
Africa.
Wednesdays, Rorisang Mohojwe brings Botswana's news. Dumela, Rorisang.
Thank you very much, Ashwin, for having me right here on Africa Good Morning. It is always a pleasure to be here with you all.
Thursdays, Ari Hogarth tackles South Africa.
Yes, very good morning, Ashwin and Aina. Yes, a good atmosphere.
And Fridays, we focus on Namibia's bold narratives. From thriving cities to rugged plains, our team is there, capturing the rhythm of a continent on the rise. Africa Good Morning is your essential start. News, weather, economics, and more.